Good morning. On my day 111. Yes. All right, I'm just picking my way through the woods. The Hostel of Maine was that lodge. Really nice place. So that was very enjoyable. Very happy about my choice to stay there. They did the laundry for me, and anyway, just really, it was good food. So today, I think there's North and South Bigelow. There's like four mountains I gotta get over. So today I think is the last set of big climbs. So I'm just, from the start, I'll just work my way into it and go easy. I don't want to bury myself, and then I'll get set for my next resupply in 3 days from now and get ready to finish this up and continue to make my plans. Show you where I'm hiking here, and when I get up those hills. That's where I'm headed, along that ridge. That ski resort is where I was yesterday. Came down that ridge, over there, down valley, across those two peaks, and that ridge, down going up. And I think this is South Bigelow. Looks like I go down a bit and then back up and over. Well, let's see, it's I was gonna say it's late afternoon, it's about 5 o'clock. I still have a ways to go. So I made it up over the, I called them North and South. I think it was East and West Bigelow, up over the mountains. They weren't that bad. The descent wasn't crazy. Been sort of cruising down. It's pretty cool. I met a guy, southbounder, who had lost his tent poles. So I got his phone number and I found him, and I was going to drop him off at a roadway somewhere up here, and he was going to come back and get him. But another southbounder went by after I found him, and this guy knew, these two guys knew each other. So I gave it to him and texted him. So hopefully he gets his poles. little moving information up and down the trail is pretty cool. Tomorrow, I think it's Cartunk. I got apparently my resupply is closer than I was thinking. So right before the resupply, there's I think it's the Kennebec River. The Kennebec River is only crossed via canoe, and there's a group that canoes you across, but apparently they only do that from 9 to 2. So if I stop, in the next hour or so, I'll be 19 miles from my resupply in the Kennebec River, and I just won't make it by 2 o'clock. So my plan is if I do 23 today, somewhere in there, to a shelter, that'll put me relatively close with a good early start. I'll hit the sweet spot of that time frame for the canoe crossing, get to my resupply, be able to, see what that place is like, and get ready for my final push. The 100-mile wilderness is coming up probably in 50 miles, so I got a lot of cool stuff ahead. I think the mountains I went over today are the last till you get to Baxter State Park and Mount Katahdin. So, I'm looking forward to just getting some miles back up, allowing my pace to sort of hit where it needs to be. I'm not trying to get too far ahead of myself. Let me show you where I'm at, and I'll show you camp tonight and anything else cool that's happening. All right, home sweet home. There's the shelter and the lake off that way. Time to cook dinner. Oh, good morning, day 112. Get you a little view of the lake. There's a nice breeze coming off of it. Sort of a calm morning. Just dodging rocks and roots here for a minute. The hike yesterday was really great. I had a very good day. Just felt good, very peaceful. That ridge up top was just absolutely beautiful. Looking forward to today. The green sleeping pad, that thing has worked out well. Pretty pleased with having that with me now. Just so much more comfortable, and got a really, really good night's sleep on it. Up a little early. Gonna make it to that ferry. As soon as I warm up a little, I'll start moving a little faster. I'll show you what the day's like, and looking forward to it. This river crossing, looks like I'm gonna have to wade it. Alright, I'm gonna get after it. The rocks are slippery. I got the shoes strapped to my chest and I went barefoot. Got my knees wet, but super nice day. And very pretty. Through the trees you can see the Kennebunk River. So I'm about to get my canoe ride. I'm gonna go find out where they're at. Well, this is it. I see a canoe on the other side, and I thought I saw someone wave, but it's just sitting there. Anyway, I'm here and hopefully I'll get across soon. Looks like a guy's coming over. Right on. That's Maggie. We're about to go across the river.
All right, here we are at the river. Going across. So you can see the trail on the other side. Got the Maggie dog too.
Got across the river. That's fun. And I'm going to get my resupply box. The guy rode me across. He called the Caratunk Sterling in, and they're gonna come get me at the trailhead. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna stay there or get my stuff and hike out, so I'll figure that out in a little bit. I'm back on the trail. My resupply box is in Maine. I don't have a good record for those. No resupply box. They're probably just holding it in the post office, but there's no way to get to it. It's closed. And anyway, what I'm gonna do is I grabbed a few extra things, loaded them up in my bag, took a shower, did some laundry, and back on the trail. And I'm gonna try and get another good chunk of miles in today, which means I'll be hiking till late. So it's Monson is the town, 37 miles away. Where I'll resupply for the 100-mile wilderness. So from there, I'll probably stay in Monson because it'll be a few miles to get there tomorrow. And then I will just, the day after, get into the 100-mile wilderness and do everything I can to work my way through it and enjoy it. I also, time out here. Lost my water bottle at that place, but got another one, just another Gatorade bottle. It's a little smaller, so my carry capacity's down, but should be fine. So I'm gonna put this away and start making some tracks. It's a good stop, feel good, and it's been a good day. And looking forward to getting some miles behind me also. All right, I'm really close to camp. I busted it out. It's a long, tough day. Nice little break in the center. It's a little buggy out, so I'm gonna just take care of business when I get there. So I'll show what I can, but it's getting late, near sundown, and I want to get stuff taken care of. It'll be depends. Tomorrow will be a longish day, but into town and see what I can do about resupply. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up now.
Goes all the way up to where it crosses Route 15, 5 miles north of town.
Good morning. Good night's sleep. Takes a little bit to unwind after you get into camp. I gotta clean up and set up my tent, get everything sort of unorganized out of the bag, eat, clean up, and then just try and unwind so that I can get ready to sleep. But had a good night's sleep, really solid. Today it's about 22 miles to Monson. There's forget the name of the hostel. It's got a full resupply. Lots of good things from what I hear. So I'll get ready. Hopefully, once I get warmed up here, I'll get moving. Yesterday I moved really well. Big day. Really happy with how the day went. You know, it was a little bit of climbing, and I still moved pretty good. I'll show you where I'm going here, and I'll catch up throughout the day. Trails off down that way. Well, another shoes off crossing. I think this one I'm gonna get wet and muddy. We'll see. Well, that was a double crossing, so I took my shoes off, waded across, and got through some mud, and then got to another one. Got my shoes off. Well, stood there and looked at it and wondered, should I just trudge through? So then I took my shoes off and I try and loop them, you know, tie the strings together and keep them around here so I don't drop them. And the knot came undone, my shoe splashed in the water. I got through it okay. It was fairly deep. You know, it was just about to the top of my thighs. But, you know, a little adventure and action in the day. All right, I'll show you where I'm at. It's pretty good cruising for a while now. Just had another river crossing. Shoes off. You know, you don't really dry your feet, so you just put the wet socks over the wet feet and keep going. It's like minimal. It was fun though. It's good to get your feet wet. Of course, trying to protect your feet in the riverbed so you don't fall because the rocks are all slippery is always fun. Oh, well, I'm beat today. It was a good one. It was warm. Felt warm all day. Been drinking a lot, replacing the fluids, and eating well. Just a little tired. I think yesterday was actually the past 2 days have been tough days, so I was expected to be tired today, and the heat doesn't help. Humidity also. But I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm a few miles out, a little over an hour probably, from Monson. I'll hitchhike or catch a ride to Shaw's Hiker or Hostel, I think is what it's called. They got a resupply store there. I heard a really good shop, and I'm hoping they got a bunch of food too. So I'll eat up, resupply with 5 days, which should be more than enough to get me through the 100-mile wilderness. And tomorrow I'll start the 100-mile wilderness and see what I can do to get through it. But I'm really looking forward to it. Now I'm coming up to the road here, and it's still warm. It's cooled off a little bit. There was a cool breeze for a while. Felt really good. So I'm gonna get down there and see what I can find and get ready for the next phase of this trip. It was a pleasant day, pleasant week. Just, it really feels good to have a couple days of good hiking and putting in some miles, doing the Outback balance beam. That thing. The consequences falling off in some mud. Those are all over the place. Anyway, it feels really good to just have be moving through the woods. You know, I'm feeling good, feeling tired, but feeling like I can do it. All right, I'm going to show you where I'm at. It's just a little bit of the forest here, and I'll be out and on my way.